Gentlemen, which of these supplements would I recommend you to throw out? Which one is very dangerous and which ones would I recommend you? But it's a matter of fact that most people, they spend hundreds of dollars every month on supplements that not only don't work, but they're also very dangerous. And in this video, I'm going to debunk the myth of take more supplements and everything is gonna be better if you do that. And I'm gonna tell you which exact supplements, 5 supplements, I would recommend you to take and which are also gonna have the biggest impact on your well-being, but also your fitness. Gentlemen, after an epileptic seizure, I went all into my self-improvement. I said, I'm going to become the best version of myself. I was so fed up with being tired. I was fed up with not looking the way I want. I was fed up with not being as confident as I want. To be honest, feeling like a loser. And one of the things that I understood is that I don't look the part. Of course, I didn't feel the part. I felt horrible. I had pain in my body. I was low on energy. I didn't sleep well. And I had low confidence. I had negative thoughts. I understood that these things are very, very bad. And for sure, even worse than not looking great. But I understood that for me to become that man that I need to be to dominate every aspect of my life and to become that character that I just looked up to. I wanted to become that man that I would look up to every single day of the week. I understood that I need to transform my body. So when I went deep into natural hormone optimization, I obviously also went into what supplements should I take. And it's a matter of fact that, you know, there's so many fitness gurus out there and supplement researchers and all these gurus and coaches and whatever you want to call them. And there's always a new hype supplement. There's always a better supplement. There's always a new one, a more expensive one. You get my point? And the truth is, I'm telling you, take it from me, okay? I've tried almost every single supplement out there that is obviously natural. I've tried it and I'm telling you, most of them are a scam. Most supplements do not do shit for you. And look, guys, you can do it yourself and try it. Try all the supplements. Take boron and tongat ali and tribulus terrestris and zistanch and take zinc and magnesium and all of these together and work out like a beast. Have a nice diet and you will see yourself it's not going to make a big difference or any difference in how you look. You can make that experiment yourself or you just believe me now at this point that I've tried that. Now there are 5 supplements that are so important for every single man out there, even for women I would say, but especially for men. Obviously that's who I'm speaking to. Men like you, probably you're in your 30s or your 20s, even younger, or you're in your 40s or 50s or maybe in your 60s or 70s, and it doesn't matter how old you are, you need these supplements. There is no discussion. So having said that, I would say let's get right into it. The first supplement, guys, it's the only supplement that I recommend only after you check your blood. And this supplement, let me show you here, is vitamin D. Okay, vitamin D is one of the most important supplements when it comes to how good you feel, how good you can think, but also how strong your immune system is and also how high your testosterone levels are, okay? When I had my seizure and after this for, over a year, I had all these brutal surgeries. It took the doctors, and I had the best doctors you can imagine, paid them so much money. They took them over 1 year for them to check my vitamin D levels because my body didn't heal. And don't ask me why it took them over 1 year to check my vitamin D levels, but when they did, they found out that my vitamin D levels are very low. Now, most guys out there are vitamin D deficient. Why do I tell you this? Because vitamin D goes hand in hand with your testosterone. It's almost impossible to have very high testosterone levels and very low vitamin D levels, okay? So I started to supplement with 20,000 international units of vitamin D3 every single day for, I think, 90 days it was. And my mood changed, my body healed, my bones healed. Okay, or my bone, I have to say, it was crazy. So vitamin D is super important. Now, why would I recommend you to check your blood before you take it? Because guys, vitamin D is one of the only supplements that if you take it and you have too much already, it gets toxic and damages all your organs. It basically attacks you from the inside out. You don't want that. What also many guys don't know is vitamin D is actually rat poison. I don't even know if it's used still for rat poisoning or for poisoning, killing rats, but it was used for killing rats. Okay, now rats get 200 times the amount of what we humans get, but just to give you an example of that, it can get toxic in your body if you take too much, right? Always check your blood and then make sure you find out exactly how much you should take. It's gotta be in the range between 1,000 and 20,000 international units per day. And obviously, if you work with somebody like me, I'm going to analyze your blood and I'm going to tell you exactly how much you should take so you can stop the guessing, stop the worrying, you just get the results and do what's right. Now, I just wanna mention one point. You wanna take vitamin D3 plus K2 because you need the K2 in your body to absorb the vitamin D3. If you only take the D3, you're not gonna have as many benefits. And also the timing is very important. One of the biggest mistakes guys do is they take vitamin D3 in the morning on empty stomach. Well, don't do that because your body's not going to absorb the vitamin D3 well. Take it after the first meal. All my clients take all their supplements, yes, even magnesium and zinc, they take it after the first meal, because that's the smartest move you can make. Because typically, and if you watch my content, you know that, typically after or typically before the first meal, you have had a fasted workout. Because that's just the smartest thing you can do, right? To build more muscle, lose more fat, have more energy, sleep better, everything is better, perform better. Just take it after the first meal, that's very important. The next supplement, guys, I call the king of supplements. I think it's the most important supplement there is. It's magnesium, right? And I take a magnesium complex because there are multiple forms of magnesium that are important. Glycinate is probably the one that you want to have the most. But the thing about magnesium is that, why do I call it the king of supplements? Because magnesium gets deprived by two things in your body: stress. We have a lot of this. It doesn't matter if you're a retired multimillionaire, you don't have anything to do, you're chilling at the beach all day. You still have stress source in your life, like plastics and the food you eat and the environment. We live in a stress society. And most guys, you're not retired chilling at the beach all day. You have pressure, challenges, responsibilities, all that stuff. Magnesium gets deprived by stress and also by physical activity. If you work out, which you should, guys, you all have to work out, guess how much magnesium you actually need? Most guys don't take magnesium, which is a catastrophe. All right, take magnesium. It's the most important supplement for recovery, your testosterone, your brain function, how good you sleep. It's incredible. Okay, just take a magnesium complex supplement. You're gonna thank me for the rest of your life if you don't do this already. So the next supplement, gentlemen, is zinc. And zinc is, especially in combination with vitamin D, hyper effective for boosting your testosterone naturally. It's also very good for your sperm quality. Why is that worth mentioning? Because we live in times where most men, or more men than ever, have to say they have issues making children because your sperm is fucked up. And look, I want to have many kids, many kids. I love children. I want to have a big table in my big mansion, and the table should be so big that there's like 8 kids of me, and they all bring their partner, and they bring their own kids at some point. Like, I want to have a big table with all my kids and their loved ones. That's the life I imagine myself and actually work for. Now I have to protect my sperm, guys. You most probably don't, right? And that goes now into what not to eat and what not to drink. But one of the things to do to have better sperm is very simple: take zinc. And it's going to automatically make you have more testosterone. Zinc and cholesterol, you need to have more testosterone, right? So you need to have zinc and cholesterol for more testosterone. Cholesterol, for example, is the precursor for testosterone. Now, cholesterol has nothing to do with zinc, but just for you to, I always like to give you pictures in your mind that you don't forget. Remember, zinc, cholesterol, boom, testosterone. The next supplement, guys, is one that is scientifically proven to make you very happy. So there are studies that show that depressed people, if they take this certain supplement, they just become much happier. It's incredible. And especially when you work out as much as I do, I recommend you take even more of it. And the one that I'm speaking about, guys, is fish oil, okay? Omega-3 fish oil. Super important for your brain function, but also for recovery, lowering inflammation. That's one of the main benefits that I see, lowering inflammation. What are inflammation, guys? Inflammation are the so-called silent killer. If you see somebody dying at the age of 40 or 50 or 60 and they have a natural death cause, I love to hear that word, that sentence, it's because they have inflammation and their body just gives up, okay? Now, what gives you inflammation? Smoking, drugs, but also bad food, bad water, and so on. Everything that's bad for you increases inflammation. Pork, guys, very high in omega-6, increases inflammation. So omega-3 fish oil decreases inflammation. It's very important to take. I recommend taking at least 1,000 milligrams per day. I take 2,000, sometimes even 3,000. And I didn't tell you how much zinc to take. Take between 25 and 30 milligrams of zinc every single day. The one that I take is right now is picolinate. And magnesium, I'd recommend between 400 and 800 milligrams, depending how active you are. If you are as active as me, 800 milligrams are amazing because, again, it gets deprived very easily by stress and physical activity. And stress often is also physical activity, right? Because it stresses your body. So just take 400 to 800 milligrams. You guys, your potential is so insane. Imagine having your dream body, getting the respect and admiration others would die for, and having the energy and drive that's so high that you're gonna crush it in your career. You live fully, you live free, you're fitter, more attractive and happier than ever before. For the last couple of months, my team and I have been working together to launch one of the most greatest, most helpful men's transformation communities in the entire planet. And you can join this community today for free. Inside the community, I host live calls showing you what the media, the government, society don't want you to know, but you must know. All of our members get direct mentorship where you master the fundamentals of being your greatest version. how to boost testosterone naturally, how to skyrocket your growth hormones, how to lose fat and build more muscle than ever before, how to have the energy and drive that's so high you feel superhuman, how to unleash your masculinity, how to crush it in your dating life, how to achieve the utmost greatness and success as a man in these modern times. For example, we had Theo, who's been working out for 10 years, falling for all the BS out there that's been killing his hormones. He didn't look attractive and neither did he feel like a superhero. In only 90 days, he transformed himself into a man others look up to. Or how about Nick Banks, a multi-millionaire who spent tens of thousands of dollars on hype products and hype coaches who couldn't get him into shape due to his busy schedule. He implemented the secrets that you're about to learn in our community and today even makes more money than ever before. Guys, I can continue with countless of other success stories, but this is about you. You can join the community today for free and write your own success story. Looking your best, feeling your best, and dominating your life isn't about your genetics or your parents or your current situation. It's about your decisions. Our Skool community is exactly the place you want to be and where you will grow into the man you desire to become. So once again, gentlemen, if you want to join this community today for free, all you have to do is go down to the description of this video and join the Status Alpha University today. I can't wait to see you on the inside of the community. It's gonna be incredible. But that being said, let's go back to the video. Now, the last supplement, guys, and that's the only supplement that I would say that really makes a difference in how you look. Maybe you wanna pause the video here and guess. It's creatine. I take creatine capsules, even though the powder does not have the capsules. I just hate the powder. Like for me, I can't take the powder, I can't stand it. It's like, having it in my mouth and Anyway, so now please, if you watch this video, don't just go on Amazon and buy creatine. I only recommend people to take creatine if you work out for at least 4 to 6 months on a constant basis. Here's why. Because the effect that creatine has on you is so immense. You have much more strength, therefore you build more muscle. You look more jacked because you put water into your muscles. Okay, you store water into your muscle cells and you have more energy, right? So it's a waste to take it when you don't work out. Now, that being said, it's very recommended for every single person above 30 to take creatine regardless of if they work out. So you probably realized now I said two things that are kind of contradicting themselves. But here's my honest advice, guys. If you make a decision to never work out in your life, take creatine, okay? If you're above 25, take creatine every single day, 3 grams. If you have loved ones like your mom, your dad, I told my parents to take creatine. Maybe your grandma, your grandma. Tell them to take 3 grams of creatine every single day. It's so important for brain performance, how good you can think, how much energy you have for sleep, for recovery, for everything, energy levels, right? It's so good. But here's the thing. My goal with these videos are to reach men who are into self-improvement, and there is no question if they work out or not. You gotta work out, bro. Like, your life is going to be a million times better if you do. So no matter if you're now a 40-year-old CEO, you know, making 10 million a month, or you're a whatever 9-to-5 guy working a pizzeria, trying to hustle your way with a side hustle up to making millions, hey, you have to work out. Because the confidence your body is going to give you, the energy, the longevity, the respect, better sleep, it's priceless. Okay? Looking like a movie character is priceless. And that's why you got to work out. Now, if you are a beginner and you have not started your workout journey yet, then please follow me for more. You will learn how to do it right. But then most importantly, don't take creatine yet. Wait 4 to 6 months and work out consistently and then take it, because I found, and I cannot prove this, that's one of the things that I just feel like I know, but I cannot prove it. I think the longer you work out without creatine, and the more you work out, the better effect it's going to have later, okay? Because it's like, the more you teach your body to work out and get stronger without any help, and creatine is a big help, guys, the more you unleash your natural potential. And then you take creatine and boom. Right? Look, I've had friends when I started to work out, I've had friends, they worked out and they took creatine and they've been bigger than me, because creatine really makes a difference. But I didn't take it because I was smart enough to research, and I'm the best looking guy now physically. Like, you know, like I beat every single guy out there who's natural. I would even say, and just give me 2 more years, I'm going to have the best natural physique on the planet. I genuinely believe this, okay? And many people say I'm on steroids. I'm not, but I do things a little bit differently than a lot of guys out there. That's why I hope you follow me and appreciate my content, because I'm not that bodybuilder, just go and eat broccoli and chicken and work out. No, you wanna do things as smart as you can. So that's why I would recommend wait until you take creatine. You're gonna thank me later. So guys, these are the 5 supplements. Not much fluff, just right to the point. If you appreciate this video, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @Stefan_shape, because I post a lot of short content that makes your life easier. In 60 to 90 seconds, you get advice that other people pay thousands and $10,000s of dollars for, I guarantee. So follow me on Instagram at @Stefan_shape. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. And if you appreciate this video, please again, leave a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you have any questions about any supplements, always let me know in the comments. Maybe you have ideas on what type of videos you want me to do. Always happy to help. And I'm obviously also dependent on your feedback, guys, because I do these videos not for me to then later watch them. No, for you, so you benefit. Okay, so let me know, guys. And then again, follow me on Instagram at the Stefan Shape. You will find the name again in the description. And also follow me by subscribing here on YouTube. And leave a thumbs up. That helps me to see that I did a good job. Okay, guys, and I appreciate you for your time and your focus. God bless wherever you are. Stay put, stay alpha. I see you in the next video. Bye-bye.